Hello, my beautiful people. What is up? This is V with Pharaohs Tarot, and I'm here with your Friday I'm in Love singles reading. Okay, this reading is for singles. If you are in a couple situation, just check out the couples reading. We got couples on here too, if that's the situation that you're in. Thank y'all so very much for being here. I truly appreciate it. Once again, I couldn't get this out on Friday. I just really wasn't feeling that love always, appreciation and gratitude always. This like new moon energy, it's just been so intense, and I wanted to make sure my energy was clear and pure for a love reading that I could like really just filter out everything. So yeah, here it is for y'all. Thank y'all for being so patient. Your cards are pulled before I get started. We will never reach out to you for personal readings or donations. If you would like to book a personal reading or a donation or give a donation, all that information is in the description box below. Keep in mind we're running our summer sale still, 30% off all of our tarot readings. So tap in, visit our website www.PharaohsTarot.com. Link is in the description box, gang. Okay, I pulled for you and your highest of all soulmates, so let's tap in. Okay, like and keep in mind energies can be reversed, roles can be reversed. It's a general reading, so just vibe with that. All right. Okay, so right here we have you, 9 of Cups. Like you are loving yourself. You are sitting, you know, in wish fulfillment. Like you may have like been doing a lot of self-love. Just really giving yourself all the love that you feel that you were extending out. Yeah, you stop seeing the illusion in love and start seeing what things really are. They highlighted 7 of the Cups, and 2 of the Cups are remaining. So you realize like the union was first and foremost between you and the divine, and then with you and you. And so that's beautiful. But we got the Tower with the Lovers and the 7 of Swords. Okay, so something came in, maybe another person. Okay, with this Gemini, they could have Gemini in their chart, they could have Scorpio, Aries. It was out of nowhere. Okay, this is really out of nowhere. And with the 7 of Swords, we got the 3 of Cups with the 10 of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Knight of Swords. It's really giving like, if you were looking in the past, you would have like maybe rushed in with this, but you were like, no, I don't know, 3 of Cups. So it could have been with the 7 of Swords. It could have been an issue of betrayal in the past. It could have been an issue of secrecy. It could have been an issue of fear-based actions. But the way this person is looking behind, like they got 5 of the Swords, and the other 2 are on the ground. It's like whatever decision was made by this person, it's sort of like with the 5 of Swords, they felt like they won or something. Or take it how it resonates, they felt like they had the upper hand or they had the love or something. But it's like this energy, it was an illusion. 7 of Cups. Something was an illusion here with the 7 of Pentacles. So whatever it was, I'm not really the overflow of something. So whatever happened, Queen of Swords, you was like, bruh, no. Like, you got the Queen of Swords with the Ace of Cups, but it's followed by the Ace of Cups. So you weren't malicious. You weren't like, because whoever this person is, they got like a Knight of Swords. So it may have been like a swift sort of message. You know we're in Mercury retrograde, so be mindful of that. But whatever it is, the Lovers popped out too. So this was a situation, this could have been from the past or something new. But I'm getting, whatever happened, something had been dead for a minute, transformed. And so the divine coming in with the Ace of Cups, which is beautiful, but you on the defensive and this person isn't as mature. That was kind of rough to get through. Goodness gracious. So you got the Fool card with the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Ace of Pentacles, the World card, the 3 of Wands, and the Emperor. Shout out to the Emperor gang out here. So this is in like you took a new start, you taking things slow, but the divine is accelerating your pace. Like, you know, you really been minding your business and drinking your water type energy, loving on yourself. You might have been spending time with friends. I'm getting that energy. I'm getting you just loving your life. Yeah, anything that's happening right now, the divine with this Cancerian energy, you are moving forward. This is a beautiful card. You're manifesting. You're in manifesting mode. The Ace of Pentacles, your bank account probably looking nice. Your endeavors are flourishing. You're definitely protected. You could be manifesting, you know, some spiritual witchy type stuff, which is really dope. But there's an ending coming to something. Okay, and I'm getting, they're highlighting Leo and Taurus. So you could have those in your chart. But there's a major ending, some sort of transformation that you're not really seeing, something that you want to be transformed. It's like this energy of you have everything that you want, but not everything. And so, yeah, you're waiting for an emperor. Or however it resonates, you're waiting for your divine counterpart. Pretty much, like that's what it is that you're waiting for, but it's about to be an end to that waiting. Oh, it's so sweet. It's about to be an end to that waiting, okay? You're attracting people, 2 of Wands. You'll know this person because they are in alignment with who you are and where you are going, because they're in alignment with themselves and they're on the path. Point blank period. There's no way around it. You're going to know your divine counterpart when you know it. You making moves. You right now you're about your business, okay? You're about your business and your self-love, and that's that. 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, High Priestess, 8 of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, equal give and take is non-negotiable. Okay, this is a little gnat. So yeah, equal give and take is a non-negotiable. So at this time, you may be getting a lot of people in your messages, in your DMs, in your texts. Maybe even meeting them in person, but they just like little distractions. It's like, no, you know what you're looking for, you know what you want, you know who you want. And so you got the 4 of Cups. Yeah, you're not accepting no halfway offers. You're not accepting nobody that's juggling their coins. You're not accepting nobody that's not stable. You're not accepting nobody that's not even sure about you. Okay? If they're not sure about you, it's like, it's a no. And so you got the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, that's what you're waiting for. You're waiting on this 10 of Pentacles. And intuitively, you know, intuitively you know what it is. Intuitively you know what to... You're not going to be in a lack mentality. They're really highlighting this new, I feel like something's happening during this Leo new moon, y'all. I feel like something's being illuminated. Something you really focus on your work, and I feel like maybe that's where you'll meet this person. Maybe while you're at doing something with work, or maybe they work in the same field as you, or maybe like it's something like that. Y'all have that in common. When you took this new start, you kind of ushered in this energy of reciprocity. You're not accepting anything less than the best. And so, yeah, straight up, the divine is just urging you to, you know, continue to be in your beautiful, single, satisfied energy. Continue to, don't get weary about love. Continue to show love to your people, to your community, to your children, your fur babies. You know, keep cultivating love that way, because you got the 9 of Pentacles. This is single and satisfied. But the Ace of Wands, until you're inspired by the divine to move forward, that's when you move. You don't have to second guess what is true. You don't have to second guess what is real. You know it when you feel it. In this Temperance card, Sagittarius energy, you could be have Sag in your chart, be dealing with a Sagittarius. But it's like, be patient when it comes to collaborations, because I feel like whatever this is Pentacles. So it's like the work card came out. Like I said, I really feel like this is going to be like a power couple type thing, or somehow y'all going to be able to merge both of y'all natural gifts, talents, and purpose to create a new beginning or something like that. But this is also about being stable in your decisions in your mind and walking the path that you know you're meant to walk. And you got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, this is a fortunate new cycle, but you want to make sure that you are grounded as you move forward, okay? Because sometimes you can get weary, and you might be tempted to settle. You might be tempted to, you know, accept a little something here and there. whatever you decide to do with your body and, you know, all of that stuff, but just be mindful of sexual interactions with people. You know, it's a major energy exchange. If it's not who you really want to be with long term, you got to consider certain things, because pregnancies are possible. I don't see the Empress out here. Oh, yes, I do. But it's not on your side. We're going to get to that. But I'm just saying, you know, just be mindful. Choices and decisions are so important. Always, but especially at this time, like when you're on the brink of manifesting what it is that you want, you're going to get thrown all these curveballs, all this trickster energy is going to be coming in. So it's like you got to be mindful of staying focused on what it is that you want, okay? So you don't get finessed. Okay, so you have switching over to your person energy. Look like your person going through it. They got the Three of Swords, the Queen of Wands. I'm gonna try to timestamp this. I'm gonna do like, I feel like maybe like 10 minutes or something like that. I'm gonna try to timestamp it. So you got the Three of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Moon with the Two of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. So your person is really healing something internally, healing the fear of being their true selves, healing the fear of the unknown. It's some sort of fear that they have about maybe somebody in their past really burnt them with this Queen of Wands energy. It could be a fire sign, could be a Leo, or have Leo on their chart or something like that. But this is the energy of something in their past. They highlighting the mountains in the past here. So some major hurdle that they made it through is still lingering with them in their subconscious with this moon here. So it's kind of very deep. They may be going through some sort of like internal transformation, some sort of dark night. And the divine is trying to help them walk away. But this is also a minor arcana. So the divine is with them, right? Steering this boat. But they got to get in. They got to do the work. This is really their... Okay, they got the major of the moon, all right? So perhaps they're being transformed with this Leo new moon as well, but they have to do the work. They got to continue to do the work. They got to continue to free their mind, because the 6 with the 9, that's the 3 of swords. So it's some sort of heart healing they're going through, some sort of heart chakra energy that is happening for them right now. Filled with anxiety about moving forward, filled with anxiety about moving to the past, or maybe about getting a new partner, feeling like their independence will be taken away, or, you know, their autonomy will be taken away, or something like that. I feel like something from their past is like being triggered. They got the Magician, the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Wands, and the Hierophant. Yeah. They're manifesting in moving forward, okay? And maybe, like, they got that Queen of Wands, but the Knight of Wands, maybe the way they move tends to be a little immature. Maybe they tend to rush into situations, okay? This is like a lot of fast energy. I don't see a lot of pentacles, like, grounding here. So the divine is trying to help them get grounded in, because it's 9 of this 1 and the 8, that's 9. So they're moving forward, but they're still wounded. So it's like this energy of, like, you know, heal your wounds so you don't bleed on other people. So they may be like literally like moving forward, but their wounds still cause them to sabotage connections, sabotage relationships, things like that. But with this Hierophant, they are learning what stability is. They may be, you know, going back to school, or really learning what partnership looks like, what a stable marriage looks like, what a stable person in their own right, getting more grounded and independent within themselves to be 100% whole, to meet another 100% whole person. They could have had some codependency in their time. Something about red hair. Maybe they got red hair, or maybe they do their hair in vibrant ways, or maybe something about their hair that you like. But you got the 5 of Swords. Not you. They got the 5 of Swords, the 10 of Wands. Everything is fine, which is the pseudo 10 of Swords. It's not the real 10 of Swords. And they got the Knight of Cups, the King of Cups. Okay, with the Hermit. Yeah. All right, yeah, this person is learning not to manipulate themselves, okay? This is like the energy of carrying all these burdens and being like, oh, I got all this going on. I'm this and I'm that. And the divine is like, you really out here okay. Like, you're really okay. You know what I mean? They're trying to tell them, like, They're not in the betrayal's in the past. The betrayal is gone. Okay, it's time for you to move forward, not as a knight, but as a king. Whatever gender it is. This is stability. This is emotional maturity. This is slow and steady. Giving from the overflow. Okay, this is not love bomb energy. This is not hit and run type energy. This is stable. This is being stable in your emotions, making emotionally balanced decisions. Okay, and with this Hermit card, they could have Virgo on their chart, or they're really doing some inner reflection. They're going through some sort of like transformation of their mind, some maybe having like philosophical conversations with friends, philosophical conversations with counselors, therapists, or like reading those types of books, really studying and learning about themselves, organizing their thoughts, organizing their minds, getting real with themselves, getting to the core of the matter. And also Virgo is healing. They're really healing themselves. Okay, learning how to be better communicators with that Mercury energy and that Earth energy. Yeah, they got the King of Pentacles, the Strength card. Yeah, they might be trying to get their money up, get their stability up on this Leo card, Strength. So they're trying to tame. Maybe they have like lack mentality. Maybe they some sort of like scarcity mentality growing up or something like that, or they've experienced and that kind of like hindered them. And like I said, with that confidence, with that Queen of Wands energy, it's like this energy of also learning to be confident in their talents and abilities, knowing that their gifts will make room for them, that they can, with this Taurus energy, they can value themselves. Okay, maybe they were told at a young age that they weren't valuable, that they would never amount to anything, or like it's something along those lines. Some sort of consciousness that keeps reoccurring, that their abundance energy had been stifled, and that could be due to, and that could contribute, like, right, because you know when your pocket's not right, you don't really feel as confident, especially with this masculine energy here, male or female. It's like, you know, maybe they put their worth on their finances, and so if their finances aren't right, they're not really feeling confident in themselves. But that's also still stemming from a deeper issue. It's not because of their finances, it's because of their internal perception of themselves and the way they value themselves and the way they see themselves. And so they got the Queen of Cups with the Empress, with the Eight of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords. So it's some sort of energy of, they have a lot of love to give, but they walk away from things easily. With this Eight of Cups, okay, they may have somebody in their energy right now that they are from their past that they want to grow something with, okay? Because this 8, they got the Six of Pentacles right here. I mean, Six of Cups highlighted. So there's something from their past. It's something nostalgic. It could be an idea of a person. You know what I mean? So it could be an actual person that they walked away from, that they still want something to grow. But this is Five of Pentacles. And they're self-sabotaging something because they want healing from something from the past. They want healing from something that left them out, that wasn't growing, that wasn't really some sort of partnership in the past. But with this Empress energy, Taurus, Libra, it could be them or somebody that was dealing with. But this Queen of Cups, it's like something right here they're not accepting. A part of themselves is still lingering in the past, wanting to heal something. But you got the Emperor, they got the Emperor. So it's definitely some sort of divine connection. It's definitely some sort of divine connection. I'm gonna pull one more card on this one. I know it's general, but and I'm not trying to run up the time, but I'll pull one more card. Yeah, it's like 4 sources on each of the sides, so maybe both of the people are just past connection trying to heal or something. Three of Swords on the bottom. What is this Eight of Swords? Yeah, the lovers came out again. Yeah, they're fighting for a connection that left them heartbroken. It could very well be you. I don't know if you met this person before. Okay, like I said, it could be this energy of, it was giving that a little bit. This could be somebody from your past with the High Priestess. Intuitively, you know who this could be. A Cancerian. It could be, yeah, they're saying you walked, yeah. You got to the end of your rope, you felt betrayed, you got your bag up with this Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. And then they came in with a message while you were sitting, you know, comfortable with yourself. Let's see what the Divine still got for them. They got the Page of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Page of Cups. Okay. The Divine is saying they need to focus on getting their bag up right here. Focus on their stability. Focus on their business, whatever business they're growing. Because they're looking in the past right now. And the past is creating an illusion in their present. And it's something they need to walk away from their past in order to see what's happening, see the victory they have right now. The Wheel of Fortune keeps calling my name to look at it. So maybe, the Wheel of Fortune speaks of like fixed energy as well. Yeah, they could be stubborn. Or still tied to some sort of like toxic energy, like some sort of obsession. Yeah, something like that. Page of Pentacles, Justice, Six of Cups, Four of Wands. The Devil card popped out. King of Wands, Six of Wands. So there will be victory over this karmic energy in the Page of Wands. Okay. There is there's a new start happening, okay? The Divine is bringing in karmic justice. With this Libra energy, there's a new message, something coming in that's stable. Earth and air. So maybe y'all are like opposite signs or something like that, or something in y'all energy is opposite. Those also are the tools of the Magician. So communication and honesty will be important in this connection. But with the Six of Cups and the Four of Wands, there's some sort of, this could be a past life soulmate or somebody you dealt with in the past. But with this Devil card and the King of Wands here and the Six of Wands, I'm getting whatever, there's some sort of obsessive energy that is that either you or they will have victory over. Capricorn energy, maybe time, maybe being obsessed with time, maybe being obsessed with being very rigid as to how things need to work out, not being grounded. A lot of Wands energy, so a lot of passion, could be a lot of sexual chemistry, and maybe somebody's really taming their lower nature, learning to move step by step, because the King mastered the Page and the Knight energy, but every time you start over, you want to you build a fire slowly, okay? Even if you start in a fire in a grill or a bonfire, you don't just blaze it up. You let it slowly, you let it build up. Or at least you're mindful that it can be detrimental, something like that. And you're actively waiting for each other. The Sun with the Ace of Swords, okay? Leo energy could be happening during Leo season. Shout out to the Leos. Happy birthday to all of y'all, by the way. Some sort of clarity is coming in. They're really highlighting the gap in this, the child's tooth here. So maybe one of y'all have a little gap or something unique about y'all smile that y'all like. But y'all are being purified, okay? Y'all inner children, I feel like y'all inner children really get along with each other. I feel like that's maybe why y'all continue to move towards each other, because like y'all inner children really light up when y'all are together or something like that. But I'm gonna pull a Shaman Oracle card for both of y'all. Hopefully you find some resonance in this message. Leave a comment, let me know what's going on if it does. Also, remember our summer sale. Everything you need is in the description box. We go live on TikTok. Check us out over there. Tap in, y'all. I appreciate y'all being here. Okay, that was weird. It's like it didn't want to come together. Yeah, it's time to walk away from illusions. Yeah, I'm pulling a Shaman Oracle card for you. You got the Jaguar, and for your person. And for y'all both together. Bruh. The Beloved. Come on now. And the council on the bottom. The divine's trying to help this connection, bro. The divine's trying to help it. But this curse is something that, maybe something practically that's not being said here. Okay? In the crow. Yeah, some truths. One of y'all not being completely true or honest with yourself or with each other. If y'all know each other. And if not, it's something you got to be honest with yourself about. Bro. So you got the Jaguar. Okay, you are divinely protected in this energy. You may be a very protective person, a very protective lover. Okay, and you love really hard, and so maybe that's why you are really taking your time, because once you give your love over, once you open your heart, it's like all she wrote. You know, there's no turning back. I'm getting you're very balanced, but when you make your mind up, you go for it. Like the Jaguar here, you understand your position within the realm of humanity. You might be really tapped into your purpose. Okay, the Jaguar basically rules the jungle. Okay, and so they mostly hunt at night. Okay, so you're very intuitive. Okay, you might have Scorpio on your chart or may have gone through many dark nights of the soul to where you feel very comfortable navigating the dark spaces within yourself. You're very aware of who you are. Okay, and also you see through the BS. You can see through the BS of anyone else because you can see through your own. So you're really not going for nothing here. But with this moon card, you could have Pisces in your chart. You could have Cancer in your chart as well. But the 2 and the 8 is a 10. So you're coming to the end of a cycle. The end of having to fight for what is yours. The end of having to do it by yourself. You know what I mean? I feel like you're good, but your cards look good, but you want a partner. You want a 10 of Pentacles. You want somebody to build with. And so you're going to get that. Your person has the Earth Keeper. Okay, they're learning how to love themselves. Learning that they are also a part of this earth, and loving on themselves means they're loving on Mother Gaia. Means they are becoming more in tune with themselves and realizing how precious they are. I feel like maybe they don't really know their full value. They don't really know their worth like that. And so the divine is trying to help them understand, like the same way the trees belong here, the birds belong here, the earth is here, they belong here as well. And these wings right here, they may be working with angels right now as well. And it's also giving Phoenix energy. So maybe this person has like crashed and burned a lot. I kind of said that they were stubborn, but with this 8 and the 1, that's 9. That's endings and conclusions. And so it's a cycle they're wrapping up right here. They're highlighting this right here, this soul star chakra. So maybe they're getting a connection to the divine. But it also looks like a moon. So maybe now I feel like something major is happening in Leo season. Their confidence is about to be blasted. And with this council, yeah, I feel like y'all both will benefit from really talking to the divine about this connection. Okay, whether y'all know each other or not, I feel like it's a 3D connection. The Empress and the Emperor came out. So the reason why y'all are even here listening is because there's some sort of bond. There's something. The reason why you're not accepting other offers, and the reason why they're going so hard over here fighting through this mentality, because they know that what they want exists the same way you know. And so with this beloved, it also urges, like I alluded to this in the beginning, to love on those people that love on you until, and then you will attract that romantic love. But there's other love around. It's not romance, but this beloved, this is divine connection, y'all. Y'all done the work. Don't worry about that. Don't focus on the toxicity, the devil energy trying to come in. Like I said, be mindful of what you want so you don't get finessed out of your happily ever after. All right, hopefully this was helpful, y'all. I truly appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to the gang. Follow us over on TikTok and Instagram at PharaohsTarot. Everything else you need is in the description box. Namaste.